Today's session. Last session we had discussed how to frame WH type questions. Today we will understand how to frame yes or no type questions. Yes or no type questions are also called as polar questions, or they are also called as the closed questions. Okay, let's see. What are yes or no type questions? A yes or no type question is a question that expects an answer of yes or no. So what is the difference that you can see in WH type question and yes or no type question? In WH type question, we expect you to give answer in a sentence. Okay. But in yes or no type question, we expect you to give answer either in yes or in no. Okay. So a yes or no type question is a question which is asked only to get the answer in yes or no. Let's see, for example, are you coming for the picnic? So what will be the answer? Either it may be yes or it may be no. Second one, can I help you? Third one, do you complete your homework? Sorry, did you complete your homework? So the answers of all these questions will be either yes or it will be no. Okay, so such kind of questions are called as yes or no type questions. Now how to form these questions? Let us see. Before going to the session of how to form a yes or no type question, first we should understand what are verbs. Auxiliary verbs, which are divided into two parts. Okay, auxiliary verbs are divided into two parts. One is the primary verbs and second are called as the modal auxiliaries. Now in all you will see that there are 24 auxiliary verbs. That is 11 are the primary verbs and 13 are the modal auxiliaries. Now let's understand which are the primary verbs and let us understand which are the modal auxiliaries. Primary verbs are 11. To be verbs are, to be form of the verbs are am, is, are, which we use in present tense, was, were, which we use in past tense. Then to do verbs are there, that is do, did, does. Then we have to have verbs, that is has, have, had. So all these verbs, that is am, is, are, was, were, all these 11 what you can see on the picture now are called as the primary verbs. These 11 are primary verbs. Let's see what are modal auxiliaries. There are 13 modal auxiliaries which are also called as modals. Which are those 13 words? Can, could, may, might, will, shall, would, should, must, dare to, need to, ought to, used to. You have to keep all these in mind because the next topic what we will be doing is modal auxiliaries. Okay, so keep these 13 in your mind. Next. So you have understood now the difference between a primary verb and a modal auxiliary. Now let us see how to frame yes or no type questions. Now what is the formula for forming a simple sentence? For forming any kind of simple sentence, the formula is subject plus main verb plus object or complement. Okay. For example, it is raining. Now in this sentence, it is subject, is the main verb. Now here is not playing the role of helping verb. They will become helping verb when one more verb is added in the sentence. But here only one verb is there. That is why they are playing the role of a main verb. Just keep this in mind. Primary verbs which are there, or all the 11 verbs which we were talking about, am, is, are, was, were, do, did, does, has, have, all these, if they are in the sentence alone, they play the role of the main verb. Okay. So here the main verb is. So subject it, main verb is, raining is object or complement, rest part of the sentence. Second one, he was sad. This is also a simple sentence. He is subject, was is verb, sad is the rest part of the sentence. Now how to transform such sentences into yes or no? So what will be the formula for making such sentences an interrogative sentence? Main verb which is there in the sentence, you will take it at first, plus subject plus the rest of the sentence, that is object or complement. So is has come first. So is it raining? Was he sad? So both the sentences I have converted and shown you how to transform them into a yes or no type of question. The way where I transform the simple sentence, I showed you how can you change a simple sentence into an interrogative sentence. So keep in mind the formulas. Now let us understand, if in the sentence we have a primary verb or a modal auxiliary in the sentence, then what is the formula and how should we change that particular sentence into interrogative? Now what is the formula for a normal sentence? It is subject plus helping verb, HV means helping verb, or a modal auxiliary, anything. They can be helping verb or they can be modal auxiliary, plus main verb and plus the rest of the sentence. This is the sentence what is written. Okay, let us see example also I have given you. She was playing with the ball. She is subject, was is the helping verb, playing is the main verb, with the ball is the rest of the sentence. Next one, he can take my bag. He is subject, can is a modal auxiliary. I have shown you this sentence so that you will understand what are how modal auxiliaries are used. Take is again main verb and my bag is what? The rest of the sentence. Third example, I is subject, should is again a modal auxiliary, take is main verb, her advice is the rest part of the sentence. Now when such kind of sentences come where the formula is this, how to convert them into interrogative sentence? Take the helping verb or modal auxiliary which is given in the sentence at first, then add the subject, then add main verb and then write the rest of the sentence. Same examples I have converted it into yes or no type questions and I have given it to you. See here, was she playing with the ball? So was is helping verb plus subject plus main verb and then rest of the sentence. He can take my bag. Can he take my bag? I should take care. I should take her advice. Should I take her advice? Should again modal auxiliary plus I is the subject plus take is the main verb and then rest of the sentence. So I hope you have understood how to make an interrogative yes or no type of question when helping verb and modal auxiliary is given in the sentence. Next, go to the next slide. Okay. Usage of do, did, does. Now when will you use do, did, does? This is important. When there are no helping verbs or when there are no modal auxiliaries. Understood? When there are no auxiliaries means when there are no helping verbs or when there are no modals. I told you, no, modals means modal auxiliaries present in the sentence, then we will use which words? We will use do, did or does to make the sentence interrogative. Okay. Formula will be auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb. Let's see. I went to the market. I is subject, went is main verb, to the market is rest of the sentence. Now here in this sentence there are no helping verbs. Can you see is, am, are? No. Can you see was, were? No. Have they given in the sentence do, did, does? No. Have they given in the sentence has, had, have? No. Have they given any of the modal auxiliaries can, could, should, might, whatever it is? No. Nothing is given over here, right? So how to convert this sentence into interrogative yes or no type? Did you go to the market? Understood? I told you that when no helping verb or no modal auxiliaries are given, you will use the words do, did or does. So here I have used did you go to the market? She lives in Pune. Does she live in Pune? You speak English well. Do you speak English well? So all three examples I have shown you, I have given you to show how to transform a sentence into interrogative. Next, Here I have given you to be continued slide because tomorrow we will be doing question tags. Okay. Thank you. Everyone, myself Ma'am Shirali. I would like to take this opportunity to thank each one of you for watching my video. Thank you for your likes and also because you have subscribed my channel. Your trust in me has motivated me to make more videos and I hope that I will not disappoint you. After every topic, I will be sending you a test link in the description box based on my previous session so that you can give the quiz online and test yourself. Do like, subscribe and keep watching my videos. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.